Saturday from 8 p.m.
Yes, yes, yes. We're not sticking. We have lots of videos, lots of things to do tonight, man. We have the big man, the man who in charge of independence this year, Mr. Rodney Small. Good night, good night.
Blessings, blessings, and good night. It's a pleasure being here once more. Big up everybody who's looking on social media, and for those posts who's not looking but you are hearing, blessed good night.
Yeah, man. The SteelPan Boss, man. Go on.
I'm good. I'm good. A bit tired, but I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, you look tired. You look tired. We don't have much time tonight, so go straight into
Right.
the. This is your time to just tell us what's going on for the 45th Independence Parade and celebration.
Yeah, it's a lot that has been happening for independence, and it's a great feeling to see that we've now gotten to a place where we have a full month of activities, both private events and the public in terms of the state. I guess we're now in our final week. We're heading into the final week of celebration before that grand night, that grand day, which is October 27th, our independence. So, a lot of sporting activities has been happening, a lot of cultural events has been happening. Of course, our usual partying and stuff like that has been happening. Our usual village stuff has been happening because tonight, as we speak, there's some sporting activities happening in Leo and in Park Hill. So, we want to big up the sports department one time for doing that. And then, of course, tomorrow there's a church service in the diaspora and also here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, big up the Christian Council. And then on Monday coming, we're going to do a flag raising ceremony and a fireworks display to start the Independence Week, the lead up to the actual day of independence.
So we're
Right?
having the flag raising where?
It's at cruise ship boat, right? At the cruise ship boat where we're gonna also do the fireworks display at where a backdrop of how beautiful our island is, right? So when you're coming into the harbor, there's that beautiful background of St. Vincent of Kingston overlooking places like Edinburgh and Maurice Village, that whole East Kingston kind of area. So you're gonna see the fireworks display from wherever you are. It's gonna be live on VC3 API, and all these other media houses are gonna be bringing it. So persons in the diaspora could also get an opportunity to see what that looks like. But of course, we're gonna pay tribute. We're gonna raise our flag and we're gonna salute. And then there's gonna be a guard of honor which will be inspected by the Governor General. So I mean, Monday is gonna be for me. It's gonna be a bit of an emotional one because again, this time of the year is always something that as always a time that we used to reflect on where we're coming from, not just 20 or 30 or 40 years ago, but even now. I mean, the year and the couple of years that we have been faced with different occasions, you know what I mean? So it's really a time for us to feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So is it free? Is free or you have to pay to
free.
get
It's
inside?
free.
It's
It's free.
free.
Everything from the National Independence Committee, which I'm a member of, it's free.
Right, right.
Everything it is free, right? So that we're gonna kick off the Independence Week with that particular activity. We're gonna see addresses from the Prime Minister and the Governor General, of course. And I mean, again, a salute. And I've just learned based on our history that on Monday, the 21st of October, was the end of the uprising in 1935. So there's some significance to that particular date. And I know the Honorable Prime Minister and the historians would give us more information on that, as I see that your program is about giving information. So I was
Yeah.
happy to see that. And I mean, and you're doing such a great job. And I mean, and of course, that entire week is going to be filled with rehearsals, a lot of rehearsals for the big day, which is Independence Day. I mean, there going to be a lot of spectacular things that are happening because from since 1979 till now, this is going to be the second night parade for St. Vincent and the Grenadines since independence. But on Friday the 25th, we're going to have the clash of the bands. We're going to have the Grenada Police Band coming up against the St. Vincent Police Band because they're going to be here for our parade. So we took the opportunity to put the two bands together and let them play some nice music at the police canteen, and that is also free. So Vincentians, we know you like the police band. If you know the history of the police band, we know what that is all about, and we know how people like to party in the police canteen. So you're gonna come and party to some nice live music from these two police bands.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. I like that. I like that. I like the clash of the bands, man. Come on, man. I'll go
Yeah,
and support all of Vinci. Yeah, we have to support all guys there, man.
and of course, DJ Saint, the actual day now, the 27th, our independence. There's also the night market from Invest SVG, which I want to encourage persons to go out and support and patronize all the different entrepreneurs and businesses who's going to be there setting up for the night market. And then in the night from 6 p.m., we're going to have our Independence Parade as I
Oh, wait,
said
wait,
earlier.
Wait, before we go, so don't go so fast. Hold on.
Well,
So tell
I
us
know you say we don't have much time.
no, yeah, no, no. But the night, because this is new to us, right? Out here, we don't really know about the night market stuff. So give us a little history of what people gonna expect from the night market, because we
Well,
don't
a
really
couple of
know.
years ago, Invest SVG started the whole night market activity at the Kingston Vegetable Market, where they give the opportunity to small businesses and even persons who just feel like if they want to be a part of it, where you go and you set up your table, you set up your booth in the night, and persons would come out and get to purchase things in the night. Because sometimes you're working in your office and you don't get time to run away to go and purchase anything. So that happened a couple of years ago for quite a while, and then they took a break where we had the Everything Vinci Expo, right? So this year we're not having the big elaborate Everything Vinci Expo. So they decided that they're going to do the night market for 2 nights, which is on the 26th and on the 27th. So we're encouraging persons to go out and, I mean, again, patronize the business. Even after the parade or before the parade, you can go and check out the night market and support the business houses who's going to be there. And I mean, so I mean, a lot of things are happening, not just from the cultural side, but the business side is doing their thing also.
Yeah.
And
So if somebody interested and they wanna come to sell their stuff, how they go about that?
well, the last time I checked, I saw that the deadline for purchasing a booth or a ticket or a table was gone Friday. I'm not sure if they're going to extend it, but I that's the last time I checked in terms of any sort of communication. That's what I saw. But persons can go and check out the Invest SVG social media page, and you will get as much information as you need to know where they're at and what is going to happen and if they're going to extend. But as it is right now, I cannot tell if they're going to extend or if they extended the registration time. But I know it's something that persons can look forward to. And I mean, as I said before, they've done it before already, so it was always a good vibe. So I'm encouraging persons not only to get involved, but go on in and patronize the different businesses who's going to be there.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about the big night.
Well, the parade, you know what I mean? And before I get into any sort of details, I want to big up the Independence Committee that has a rep from the police force, Superintendent Simmons. And I mean, we have other persons from different departments who are a part of this committee. And the chairman of the committee is the Honorable Carlos James, who is the Minister of Tourism and Culture. I mean, we pitched the proposal to have the parade in the night. I mean, not knowing if it would have been accepted, but the commissioner of police, he endorsed it, he accepted it, and then we pushed it to the cabinet, and the cabinet approved it. We actually had 2 meetings with the cabinet because the cabinet wanted to make sure that we have all our I's dotted and all our T's crossed, and we got the green light. And from since then to now, DJ Saint and everybody who was listening to me, it has been a lot of preparation because this one has a lot of technical elements, a lot of logistical stuff that we need to pay very close attention to. So outside of the military parade and the formalities, there's going to be a marriage of a cultural package inside all of that. Right? Now, we're not going to waste the night, of course. It's a night parade. So we're going to go and dig deep into all of the different elements. So there's going to be a lot of pyrotechnics. There's going to be a lot of lighting designs. There's going to be a lot of displays. There's going to be a lot of figurines. There's going to be a lot of emotional, cultural identities. So it's a night for us to feel good. Now, sometimes we speak tradition and we think, oh, the sad stories of our traditional stuff. We think about, oh, all the sorrows. We think about all of the struggles. But this year, from a creative standpoint, we're going to move away from that. We're going to give you the traditional elements, but we're going to give you in a modernized way. We're going to give you in a feel good way. The overall concept of that element of the parade is called One Nation, Many Voices, right? So persons can expect a lot of nostalgic feeling, a lot of nostalgic things that say, wow, I remember when we used to do that. Wow, I remember what that looked like, right? No, the concept of the parade, outside of the military aspect of it, there was some significant things that happened in 1979, the very first night parade that we're going to bring back in 2024. But of course, with all the modernization, because I think the two things can exist, tradition and modernization. Sometimes we try to separate them, but we are going to create that marriage where we bring the two things together and give you a spectacle. The military parade, there's a lot of wow factors. We're going to have, for the first time, 3 marching bands on parade. We're going to have the British Army who is going to be here on parade. We're going to have displays. I'm not going to tell you what those displays are. But one of the things that we wanted to have a drone show. But when we look at the price for the drone show, we say right now we have more important things to deal with than to spend that type of money. But as creatives, we decided that no, we can put the drone show on the ground so we can be creative, use technology, use innovation, use creativity, use tradition. So you probably might see all the police officers on the parade in lights. You probably might not. Right? And then, of course, from that element, we're going to do a fallout. The troops would fall out, and then we're going to bring the cultural identity. We're going to bring the attachment, the emotional attachment for you, for me, for all of us to feel what it feels like to be a Vincentian, right? Again, the creative process did not fall out of the sky. As I just mentioned, there was some research done on what happened in 1979, right? So you're gonna see things like the punta dancers, right? You're gonna see things like the pichi pachi, which is an identity. You're gonna see things like the African drummers. You're going to hear narratives of things that are unique to us. Right now, if we look at what has been happening over the past 10 years, we have been doing great things in the creative and cultural industries. Now, that's not the only thing that is going to be highlighted. Our strong belief in God Almighty. We are a God-fearing nation. You're going to see that. You get what I'm coming from? You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
see the future. So you're going to obviously see the persons, the pioneers, and then you're going to see a picture of where we are going, because we can't end it with just the pioneers and the persons who are responsible for it. We also have to end it with the persons who are going to take it on. So it is a great spectacle. It is something that everybody have to see. You have to see it with your naked eyes, and you have to see it from television. You have to see it from social media. You just have to see it. It's one nation, many voices. Those voices aren't what we're hearing now. Those voices are the things that made us who we are as Vincentians. And of course, it is more about the feel and not only visual. So we want you to feel. We want you to sit in your studio, DJ Sinners like shit, boy. Yeah,
I should be
boy.
home. I should be home.
Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the parade, you must walk out of Victoria Park, or you must take off your television or whatever and say, yeah, I am proud to be a Vincentian. And I don't want that to be cliche as we normally make it sound. But I want you to have some level of attachment. Probably it would not be the cultural performance, but it probably might be the storylines or the narratives, or you seeing the persons who are responsible for taking this and push it. Right? So a lot of things are going to happen. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
we're asking persons to come early because the parade starts at 6. From 5, we're gonna do traditional games. We're gonna do moral. We're gonna do hopscotch. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3 red light. We're gonna play some marble. We want you to feel what it felt like growing up when we were content. We didn't have video games. We didn't have iPhones. We didn't have iPads. Every single thing around us was a toy. Our imagination was very broad. So we're going to kick it off like that. And of course, we're going to go into the wonderful military parade and DJ Saint. I've seen these troops. I've seen these police officers. For the whole of last week, I've been in the Victoria Park looking at them. And just the energy and how confident they are to wear their uniform is just a blessing. And we from the cultural side, today we did a rehearsal. We were there from since 1 o'clock, and it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be educational. It's going to be entertaining, but it's going to be emotional intentions. And I think it's a time for us to stand up together for in prosperity, perseverance, and love. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm just excited. I'm really, 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 really excited.
Yeah, we could hear it in your voice, man. We could hear it in your voice. Well, before you go, tell us. I know you have your big show, December. Tell us a little about that before you go. Yeah, you have to plug that too, man.
Well, to be very honest, I haven't even really get to really dig deep into it yet because I've been spending a lot of time just doing my part as part of the independence committee. As I said, we have a very good committee and they've been working hard. But this year's steel expression is called Golden Empire, and this could probably be a good segue from the Independence Parade, because Golden Empire is something that you have to feel good about. Your golden moment probably might be different than mine. Your golden moment might be the first kiss. My golden moment might be the first day I took my child to school. So we all celebrate different golden moments. It doesn't matter the magnitude of it. So Steel Expression this year is about a look. It is about a feel. It's about forgetting about everything and you just embracing you, embracing your achievements. Does not matter the magnitude of it. So there are a lot of great things that are going to come for Steel Expressions. Yes, and I'm asking persons to wear gold. You don't have to, but it would be nice. And it's just a time where I want to see everybody. Everybody. I mean, it has been a show for the entire family. We're celebrating 13 years, 1-3, 13 years. You and me can't even believe it. But then, I mean, by the grace of God, I mean, it has been a tremendous journey. But yeah, it's all about the Golden Empire. I mean, there are a lot of abstract things there to come. And as we continue, we're going to see the promotions going out. But as for right now, the golden moment is for us to celebrate this 45th anniversary of independence. And if this is what we're going to do for 45, I don't want to see what we're going to do for 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
just want to big up all those persons, and I mean the parents who are going to allow their children to come out. I mean the commissioner and his police officers, the cabinet, I mean all members of parliament, I mean, the dancers, the guys in the engine room, the guys who are doing the decoration, the guys who are going to be working on the technical stuff, the guys who are going to be working on the production stuff, the media house who's going to be there. Because for those persons in the diaspora, we know you want to have a feel of it. We know you want to see it. So sometimes we don't get to recognize these persons, but these persons are the persons I consider in the engine room. Without them, the creative direction, the creative ideas cannot go anywhere. So I want to big them up all the way. And as I said to you, this parade is highly technical. A lot of pyrotechnics, a lot of light, a lot of logistical stuff, a lot of getting it right. Because from next week we're gonna be rehearsing every day. And I know the general public would come around and want to see the rehearsals, but this is a year when we're going to lock everybody out. And I mean, because the element of surprise is very important. But you know what I mean? I want to big up all those persons in diaspora, see what you guys are doing out there, especially from the different consulates. I see the different events, and you guys are keeping that spirit alive, which is great. I mean, and then just here in St. Vincent, I mean, I wish every day could be October, because the love, the patriotism, the fact that we're so patriotic, it gives you a sense of motivation to want to do so much. So I wish that we could continue it even after October. But yes, it's a blessing, and I mean,
Yeah, 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 man. So, and the closing, anything else you wanna add before you go?
yeah. So persons who are worried about transportation because it's a Sunday, I mean, we have asked and made an appeal to the persons who are owners of public transportation to come on the road, and so that persons can get to and from the Victoria Park. We have reached out to the different government buses. We have had a conversation with the Ministry of Transport and Works. So we're going to finalize those things. And even persons who have a private vehicle, if you see somebody by the roadside who look like they're coming to the parade, give them a ride, bring them down or bring them up. So, you know what I mean? We want everybody to see. We want everybody to see it. But again, a major thank you to all the stakeholders, the committee members of the Independence Committee. And I mean, again, the parents, the persons in the room. I personally want to say thank you. And on behalf of the chairman of the Independence Committee, I would like to say thank you on his behalf, and to the entire country and those persons in the diaspora. I want to say happy independence. 45 years of togetherness, prosperity, and perseverance. Happy independence.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. But anything all doing all the one, Vinci, let us call us, man. Link us up, man. You know we
For
here for
sure.
that. We here for
For
that
sure.
anytime,
For
anytime.
sure. For sure.
Thanks,
For sure.
thanks again for our support, Vince. You
And
supporting
what
us long term, man. So we
a
always,
blessing.
yeah, man. It's a
And
blessing.
one of the
Yeah.
things that I would encourage is that for persons to continue to listen to the program, because you're giving some very important information. Because even while I was writing the production for this particular parade, in terms of the cultural element, there were so much things that I found out that happened in 1979. And I mean, the taking down of the Union Jack and the putting up of the Vinci flag, and the fact that the police officers, the baton that they had, they put lights on it during the parade. And I mean, the Calypsonians were the one who actually drove the whole idea of having an independence activity, because the Independence Calypso competition happened between the period of 1976 to 1979. The very first winner is who? And I hope you're gonna play that song, Our Nation Is Born.
Oh, the vibrator skates.
You
Skates.
understand?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so I mean, we have to, and sorry, before I go, I know you're running out of time. We have to document these information. I mean, it's very hard to find this information online, and we have to find some sort of project, or somebody needs to take the lead, and for us to sit down with people like Michael Peters, Hugh Raggy, CP. And I mean, there are a whole lot of people, a whole lot of walking encyclopedia that we need to sit them down and start documenting, so our students can go online and go to the archives and find this information. I mean,
Very,
and we could be good.
yeah, very true, man. Very true. We have to do
Blessings,
that for the
man.
next.
Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure always being here. And
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
anything I could do, you could just always call on me. All right.
Yeah, blessing.
Blessings. Love.
Steel Pan Boss. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.